Yeah, man. How you get to the point, like, you know what I'm saying, when you came up to high school, like, you know, kind of talk about, like, you know, the transition.
Oh, what's so crazy? When I was in the 8th grade, I had went and took a visit. I went to shadow. That's what they call it in high school. Like, you go to another school and you just see how it is. So I shadowed FPD, and I had, you know, some of my homeboy Reggie and O'Shawn was there at the time. So, you know, O'Shawn, like, you know, they had me on the visit with O'Shawn. He was going around showing me everything. He was like, man, this way you need to come, man. Like, we'll win over here. Then Reggie was telling me the same, because Reggie had went to middle with me, but me and O'Shawn always played against each other in AAU. In the middle school, we already knew each other, so he was one of the big names around here, so everybody, you know, kind of know each other. Then I went to Tapnell, and the Mud and Aubrey, they was there. They were telling me the same thing, like, come here. So it's like, I want to go there because I know going to this private school is going to be on the man, competition kind of lighter, and good education. And then I know I'm going to go to school somewhere big from it because I done seen it. So I'm like, okay, boom. But thing with me, like, I've been with all my homeboys since 6th grade.
Exactly.
Going into high school, I'm like,
exactly.
Well, if I'm doing this in middle school, if these boys already the man, I can go to Central, you know, do the same thing. So, Coach Hicks, it was his first year. My 8th grade, my last 8th grade semester, that spring semester, and when Coach Hicks had just getting ready to come to Central, and he did a coaches meeting at Miller for the 8th graders, like, who coming over. He was like, man, I was like, man, I'm going to FPD. That's what I'm telling him. I'm like, I ain't coming to Central, I'm going to FPD.
Yeah.
So I end up, my mom like, what you want to do? I'm like, nah, I'm going to go to Central. Yeah. Right up the street. I'm like, with my same class from middle school. I'm like, boom, I'm going to be all right. So I get to high school. I come out the first day, we had like workouts. I remember some workouts.
Yeah.
And we were running sprints, and I was in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And so I hear somebody like, who is that?
Yeah.
And one of the coaches was like, that little Evans. That Derrick Evans. Rod said, Rod comes and he like, that Derrick Evans. So I'm like, oh, they already know who I am. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Then we doing a little 7-on-7, like, I'm catching pass. I'm like, because I was playing quarterback, but I was doing receiver. We doing both.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I might be all right. But like the transition over was just like, it's just like, it's more people, bigger people, but it's like, you still doing the same thing that you've been doing. So it's like, I was kind of comfortable, like, and with me, I like competition. So I'm ready for, you know, the challenge. But it wasn't a hard transition at all. It just, you know, just trying to get used to the game being faster for the most part.
Yeah. And, like, by the way, you know what I'm saying, we were teammates.
Facts.
The whole transition,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And me and you were competing, you know what I'm saying?
For the quarterbacks, we going to Mercer Camp.
Yeah.
All that. We having a good little time with them.
Yeah, but I always respected, like, you know what I'm saying, your game. Like, you know, we was in the drills and doing all that shit together. Like,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We always kept that co-relationship and shit.
Facts.
Like, talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, going into, like, you know, balancing, because, you know, we played basketball together too, like, you know, balancing the two.
Both sports, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you first get your, like, first recognition as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
being a good player and stuff like that? I played during the summer when I was coming into my 9th grade year. We did, you know, they did the summer league, but my first recognition, like, I could really be good was it was basketball season. Football, I had messed my collarbone up the first couple games, but I came and played. I played a little quarterback, but that was light. We wouldn't win. I really wasn't standing. But basketball, I just know when I was in 8th grade, I used to practice with Central Varsity.
Yeah.
When my season was over, so I'm trying to get a good taste of how Coach Taylor is, you know, how the players is. So I did like workouts with them during their season. I came and watched the game. So my 9th grade year, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be on varsity.
Yeah.
So then where it really like hit me, like, we played Westside the first game. I don't make varsity. I'm on JV. So I go out the JV game and go 30.
Yeah.
You feel? I go out there and go 30. So I'm like, boom. Then the varsity lost. So that Tuesday, it was a Saturday, that Tuesday.
What was that, Rutland?
Nah, we played Westside. We played at Central. It was the first game.
Yeah.
That Tuesday, we went to Henry County.
Yeah.
Varsity went. Coach Taylor came up to me and Bobby. He was like, hey, I'm gonna let y'all play varsity.
I remember that.
So we were trying to pick the numbers. Coach Taylor come to me, he give me 14. So I'm like, growing up, I know Matt, seeing him play, like, I'm in Crawford County at the tournament, watching him man play, I'm like, but that ain't hard, I'm trying to go to Central.
Yeah.
Coach Taylor gave me the jersey, like, Matt brother wore his jersey number, and Matt ain't nobody else ever wore it. He was like, I only get his jersey to people I think they're gonna be special.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He like, you put on the show, the JV game, you put third. He like, I know you can come play some varsity. I'm like, okay. Boom. I'm like, all right. So I get in varsity my first game. I played a few minutes throughout the season. So I'm like, now they kind of like hit me like, boom, I'm finna be the man. And like on that team, Josh, Tay, all them boys seniors, they finna go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, next year, I'm finna run it. So then it went my sophomore year. I played receiver. Like they had Bobby at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Played a little receiver, played a little quarterback. And then basketball, I'm starting.
Yeah.
I'm like running the whole thing like as a youngest. So I'm like, okay, nah. That was kind of like my turning point. Like, okay, you can be some special. When Coach Taylor told me that, I kind of felt like, yeah.
Yeah, come on, baby, it's dimes. I don't answer a call every time. She swear a nigga cheating in line. Goddamn, but little baby, I'm on the grind. Yeah, hottest young nigga in the city. Come on and join the team, baby, we lit. Nothing with bad hoes and bitches who love to drink and show they titties. Nothing but hoes and they litty. They know to show they ass and titties.